Okay, I'm Steve,
And I'm Les.
and this is Tabletop Tastings. It's the perfect pairing of board games.
And whiskey tastings.
Let's do this.
Steve,
Les?
I know I sometimes get excited.
Sometimes?
Sometimes. I'm truly, genuinely excited about the game experience that I'm about to share with you today. Okay?
That gets me excited. Let's do this.
I've got a little bit of a write-up here
Okay.
about it.
Let's sit back.
Let's sit back.
Let me adjust my chair.
Relax.
Sit back and
Okay.
Tell
The
us,
game
Les.
we're going to play today is designed by Elizabeth Hargrave and Jeff Fraser. Now, Elizabeth Hargrave, she's a board game designer who's inspired by a love of nature, and she plays games that try to break away from tried and true themes. Her first game, which maybe you've heard of, is called Wingspan. Wingspan is wildly popular.
very popular.
It's ranked number 25 on BGG for game popularity, which is nuts considering there's literally hundreds of thousands of games on that platform.
Okay. Hold up, Les. Sorry. Just because I'm not always the board game guy,
Yeah.
and you've said this a number of times, and I've clued into what it is, but
Hmm.
some of our audience may not understand. BGG.
Is short for Board Game Geek.
Okay, perfect.
So whenever we say BGG, Board Game Geek, they're interchangeable.
Excellent.
It is really the website to go to for information on board
Okay,
games.
perfect. I just thought we'd clarify.
And as far as the rankings go, it's really how much these games are talked about. And that's what drives what their ranking is or their popularity for it.
Perfect.
The game, so Wingspan, wildly popular, ranked very, very high. Her new game isn't ranked as high. Mind you, it's a lot newer, but I personally prefer this over Wingspan.
Okay.
Okay? It's co-designed by Jeff Fraser. Now, he's actually based out of Ottawa, so not too far from here. And he's a powerhouse when it comes to technical writing, editing, and layout for tabletop game rule books. I had no idea such a position existed,
Yeah, that's
but
cool.
it obviously has to. His blended background in writing, layout production, and game design gives him the skills to map out how a rule book will look and feel from start to finish. And his rule books are really among the best. He's written rule books for Mind Management, for Castles of Mad King Ludwig, for Dinosaur World, and many others. And a lot of his manuals, as you read them, they tell a story as you go through them. So it actually makes the experience enjoyable.
Yeah, that's cool.
The artist for it is Joe Shawcross, and he also did art for Dinosaur World. The game is published by Panda Games, and that's the company behind Dinosaur Island, The Loop, The Mind, Brew, and so many more. Now, there's a bit of a story here with this.
All right.
So we're going to go back to 1958. In 1958, there was a study conducted in Russia. And from a large group of foxes, researchers started selecting ones that reacted positively to humans. They had more curiosity towards them and less aggression. And they did this for breeding purposes. So why? Why were they doing this?
What does a fox say?
Apparently, it says a lot of things. But anyway, their purpose of this is to see if foxes could be domesticated. And over multiple generations, they hoped to recreate the process that originally led to the domestication of dogs thousands of years ago. So the experiment really made stunning progress by picking the most friendly of each litter and then breeding those pups and then selecting the friendliest of their litter and doing so again and again and again. They found some really cool stuff. The study found that after several generations of selective breeding, the foxes exhibited a range of physical and behavioral changes as they became more and more friendly. They started developing traits actually similar to that of dogs. One of those being they started to have more floppy ears. They started to bark to communicate with people. Their tails actually started to wag, and they started developing spots similar to what we see on many dogs today. The game we are playing today puts us in the shoes of those researchers who will be breeding and domesticating our own foxes.
That's cool.
With a 7.1 score on BGG, today we are playing the 1 to 4 player game, The Fox Experiment.
Woo!
So
Let's see.
let's reveal.
Ooh. Wow, this looks pretty.
So I'm going to clean these up and to knock them over a little bit to get the lid on. Okay.
Wow.
So this is
It looks impressive.
the Fox Experiment.
Okay.
So we got a few things going on. Over here we've got our player boards.
Okay.
We've got some foxes, and we've got our own selection of pups. So we're not going to look at any of these cards now, but when we start breeding, we're going to be drawing from our pup deck for that.
Okay.
Up top of the board, we've got all of our mamas. So we got Laska, I'm not going to say that one, Yuna, Vera, and some other ones. And we got all the men here as well. So what we're going to be doing is each round, we're going to be selecting a mama. We're going to be selecting a papa.
Okay.
And then we're going to be placing our gear icon in one of the spaces over here.
Okay.
So what these spaces do is they're going to drive, whoever's closest to this side is going to go first for the next round.
Okay.
And they're going to drive the turn order for it. However, you'll notice, the first slot here is blank. So you get to go first, but you don't get any reward for that.
Okay.
Whereas if you were to put your gear here, you would get some floppy ears, a positive, happy dog trait.
Nice.
Over here, we would get some spots and a research card, which research cards help you out in your journey.
Okay.
If we were to go here, we would get a spot and a waggy tail. And we would also get an extra little bonus over here, which is an extra little trait.
Okay.
Now, traits are what this game is all about. We want to be selective in our breeding to get the friendliest pups possible.
Okay.
So that's where all these dice come in over here. So we've got red dice, and they've got spots in them.
Okay. Yeah.
We've got brown dice, and they've got floppy ears. We've got tails, purple dice. And we've got green dice, or greenish blue, kind of teal, and they've got speech for our dogs, or for our foxes. So this is going to happen a few times throughout this. Mistake of dog and fox, because they're called pups as babies then for it that way. So what we're doing is each turn, as we select a parent, or both sets of parents, say we took, you select Laska and maybe Leo. Well, these are going to be the dice then that we roll for our turn.
Yep.
So we'd select 2 purple and 2 red. You want to go ahead and grab just 2 purple dice and 2 red dice. Excellent. Just give those a little roll for us. Excellent. That may be a little off the table as well. Did we have 2 red ones? Let's grab one more red one. Great. Excellent. So what we're doing is we're looking to match up whole symbols.
Okay.
So on here, that's a whole symbol.
Yep.
But there's no whole symbol here, but we could take the dice, put them together, and now we make a whole symbol.
Yep.
Over here, that's kind of, we also, each of us get one of these dice, which are wild cards. So I'll roll that in the mix, and that adds that symbol, so I could actually put that over there. So when I'm looking at what positive traits I've researched, I've got a waggy tail for my dog, because it's a complete symbol.
Yep.
I've got some spots, I've got some more spots, and then with my wild card, I create a total of 3 spots then for it. Okay. So that's really kind of the nuts and bolts of what we're doing. What will happen is after each selection phase, the pups we create will become the new parents for the next generation.
Oh, okay. That's in these cards.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, I do want to call out here that the 2-player game plays slightly different than 3 or 4.
Okay.
There's also an expansion. You can play up to 6 people with this game if you have the expansion. I do also want to call out, I'm using the Kickstarter version of the game. The other version is in retail right now. And the difference is, instead of these plastic tokens, all these become cardboard.
Oh, okay.
And then these player pieces become kind of wooden as well.
These are nice and heavy too.
Yeah, that's just
really
a wood
cool.
token in the main game as well.
Neat.
Okay, so when we get to breeding, I might as well just cover that once.
Yeah,
once
we'll
we
cover
get to
everything that we're looking at. Would be good.
That's right. We've got our little player boards here.
Yep.
And you may say, Les, what are those player boards for?
What am I looking at?
Excellent. So what we have on here is on the left-hand side of the board, it gives us some good information.
Okay.
So it tells us that right now we're going to produce 1 pup, 1 baby fox.
Okay.
Okay. Underneath that, we're going to get 1 research card. For research cards, what we're going to do is we're just going to, normally you would draw 3 and select 1.
Okay.
Because this is our first playthrough, we're just going to take 1 off the top because we don't necessarily know what they mean yet. Okay. And we're going to flip them over. So we can place those in our play area anywhere. Okay. But what this tells us is there's 3 kind of sections to it. If we complete the first section, we're going to get 2 points. If we do the second section, that'll increase to 5. And if we do the last section, that'll increase to 10. Okay. And what that is that's traits that we're looking for. So for myself, I'm looking for 1 tail, or 1 waggy tail, 1 speech, and 1 spots. And if I can accomplish that, I'm going to take one of my little fox meeples and put it on that to indicate that I've scored that. Okay. And the next time I'm breeding, I can see, can I get 1 tail, 1 floppy ear, and can I get 2 barks, and can I get 2 spots? And then if so, I can move that up accordingly. Okay. With our board, so we get that. We also each get 1 of these dice. So I'll give that one to you, and I'll take this one myself. So whenever we're rolling, we get 1. Okay. Where the other spots on here come is from left to right in any of the columns if you get 2 traits. So if you get, 2 of those spot tokens, or if you get 2 of the ear tokens, then there's the requirement here. So this is really 2 of the same kind or 3 of the same kind. So if you get 2 of the same kind, you can put one on top of that, discard the other one, and then you get to draw 3 more of these and keep one. So it's key to increasing the number of objectives that you have. Alternatively, you could come up here and take this one, and then you're breeding 2 pups each turn. Breeding 2 pups increases your likelihood of getting more attributes and abilities and scoring. Same thing down here. If you increase here, you get an additional dice for each one that you cover up.
That's the wild dice, right?
The wild dice, that's right. And those are huge for helping. And then the bottom here is you get to have partnerships with different groups. So these are our partners over here. And if I put 2 tokens here, well, I put one on and discard the other, but if I have 2, I could take one of my foxes then and put it in any of the friendship areas. And what this does is I would immediately score whatever the benefits are here, which that's just an ear token. This is choose any token I want. This one is 2 of those wild card pieces, which these work the same as dice, except when you spend them, they go away. Whereas your dice, you get to keep turn over turn. And then this one would be floppy ears and a bark. And then at the bottom, each of these grants you a research as well. And then at the end of the game, when we do scoring, we look at whatever the reward here is. So this one here, with her, we're going to score 1 point for every tail we have placed on our board. Here we're going to do the same thing for spots. Over here we can earn stars, and I'll talk a bit about stars when we get more into breeding. And over here he's looking for 3 of the same kind, or he's actually just looking for columns to be filled. So if you fill any column, he'll get you 3 points per column that you fill. So they're just extra little ways to earn points at the end of the game. The last piece I'll talk about is the 2-player version of this is a little bit different than it is if you were playing 3 or 4. So what they do is they add in they add in an AI component.
There you go.
To help us out. So the AI, they're not going to actually breed, but what they're going to do is they're going to take up cards for us to make it more challenging for us to get what we want. So they're just going to mildly interfere, and they're going to do that through this card selection process down here. So I think we're ready to start, but I feel like something's missing.
I think you're right.
What do we got today?
There might be. And you know what? All of the nice wintry scene that we're seeing across here is going to pair really well.
Okay.
With what I've brought for us today. Okay, I'm excited by this. I am going to put our reveal box up.
Oh, the box is back,
love it.
but I can't see it.
I love it because you get to see it before Les does.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
No, it's not.
However, I do get to drink it
is so
before
exciting.
everyone else.
That is
so
true.
That's still exciting.
Okay, Les. So I want you to take a moment and just picture this. And I know you can.
I feel like saying Sicily as soon as you say, picture this.
Okay, so think about a friendship, right? So, and the kind of friendship that starts when 2 pals share a common passion, collaborate together, and bring us something truly extraordinary. And, it's a tale as ancient as time, and it sounds really familiar because it's something that we're doing too.
Sweet.
However, I'm not talking about us.
Okay.
Today, we're going to talk about 2 buddies, a canoe trip, and the best idea of their lives.
Sweet. I can't wait to hear.
So our dynamic duo are 2 engineers, Bob Baxter and Al Hansen. And they began their journey in the world of brewing beer.
Nice.
And in fact, they became very successful, had a super successful brewery. But here's the best part of that. If they stopped there, we wouldn't actually be talking about them. Not on Tabletop Tastings, because we talk more about whiskey, right? And we're happy that they were not content to stop there. They wanted to push themselves.
Well, you're happy. I'm not yet. I will be, but I will be.
You
the
will
anticipation is killing me.
So they had a successful brewery, but they said, what's next? How about whiskey?
Okay.
And we say, yes, please.
Yes, please.
And we're happy that they did. Okay. So, but their philosophy was really clear and simple. So take the cherished traditions of single malt whiskey making and really catapult that into the future by bringing us some really awesome innovations. And you know what the result is? It's what we're going to be enjoying today.
Sweet.
Just an example of their lineup of really fantastic flavors and well-rounded, beautiful whiskeys. And so, without any ado, without leaving
no further.
no further, we're going to have a look today. And again, with our winter theme that we've got going on here with our foxes, it's going to pair very well with this. Because we're going to get into... She still hasn't seen it. I love it. Two Brewers from the Yukon.
Okay.
Yeah. So, here we go. Two Brewers from the Yukon. And again, it's a perfect pairing for what we're going to be playing today. So what's so unique about this distillery? Well, I'll tell you. Obviously, it's
I hoped you would.
It's the passion that those two engineers have for what they do. And so that's really definitely part of it. And they have really become trailblazers when it comes to whiskey making and some of the finishes that they have. And so this one here, what we're going to get into is called the Release 40.
Ooh, okay.
So it's part of their innovation line.
Is it their 40th release?
They name all of their different releases, and this one just happens to be 40 in their innovation line. So they have different lines as well that they have. So we're talking whiskey, but we're also talking about something I know you really love as well.
Ooh.
Coffee.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Both of us love that. So could they possibly marry those two things together and create something that's really tasty?
So they're breeding coffee and whiskey.
Yeah.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So, you know what? The environment in which they make it, the Yukon, really lends itself to this as well when it comes to making that whiskey, because you've got, well, they were on a canoe trip in that beautiful water, and that's what really gave them that spark to say, I think we can make something fantastic out of that water as well.
Really?
Right? So it's the water that really does help and make it just that much better. Okay, so what do they do? Let's reveal the bottle.
Dying to get that
Let's
into the box.
reveal the bottle, because it is actually quite
look how cloudy that is.
nice. Yeah.
It's foggy.
So you think, okay, coffee, whiskey, what are they doing? So what do these guys actually do is they take whiskey barrels and then they stuff it with green coffee beans. They let it sit in there, does all that. They remove the coffee beans and then put in their award-winning whiskey. And that is what we get today. So we're talking about innovation and just being able to adapt. These guys are at the forefront of that. And I am so excited to be able to try this today because, again, I love coffee and I love whiskey. And we've done a tasting. Again, we talk about Southern Ontario Sippers. We've done tasting with these guys, and everything that we had in that lineup, I think there were 6 of them.
It was good.
It was really good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
This is bottle number 52 as well from that batch. I can't wait. Get this thing
Exciting.
open.
All right, so this Northern Beauty is going to pair really well with our game today. I'm excited.
I can't
And
wait.
you know what? I had a little teaser up there for Les. Because I had my glass from Two Brewers out.
Okay.
And he didn't notice, which is what I was excited to
did
open
not. You
and see.
sneaky man.
All right, let's get this bad boy open and give her a try.
This is one of my favorite parts, is watching Steve struggle
with the bottle. Yeah.
We need a knife.
Yeah,
Tabletop Tastings branded.
Yeah. Maybe a katana or something. To just give her. Come on. They got this well. It's got to come all the way down. Or, come down to us from way up in the Yukon.
Yeah, they got to pack it good.
Got to pack it good. Oh, I can't wait.
Do it.
You hear that? Oh, that is the call of the wild, my man. Ooh.
It's the color of it.
Yeah.
Right? Like you never see it.
That is
Cloudy.
okay. Let's give this a go. And we're gonna get a really nice sample out
I
of
like
this
it.
today.
I like it.
So it's almost like cider looking.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I was thinking too.
Put this somewhere. We can
Oh, the
continue
nose
to
for
see
that. The nose for that is all right stuff.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh man, does that ever smell good?
So what's the proof on this?
Let's take a look. We're at 43, so
Okay.
yeah, 86. So a little bit lower on the scale than what we're kind of used to drinking now.
Okay, I want to go in. Are you going in?
Oh yeah, let's just go in.
Wow, it's so.
That is good.
It did a weird thing though. Like, it was there and then it wasn't.
But you can really taste the coffee on that, and like coffee beans, right? Like
That's what it is.
and it sits in your mouth. Oh wow.
It finishes with coffee.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that's possible.
And the longer it sits in there,
The more coffee you get.
you know the end, like you're down to the last little bit of your coffee, and it kind of sticks to the back of your mouth. It's doing that. Oh man. Or have you ever had the chocolate covered
Oh, I love
coffee
those things.
beans?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, that's what the
That's
finish
what
is
this
like.
is.
It is.
Because it sits in your mouth there. Oh man.
I just don't know how they get the mouth feel like that because it gives you the tickle at the start and
Yeah.
then it stops immediately and it's replaced with coffee.
Yeah. It really is like the marriage of two things. You get the whiskey, and then you wait a second. Oh yeah, there it is. It's the coffee.
I don't.
That's
It's such a
so
weird
good.
sensation. Like
Wow.
it's so different from
Yeah.
anything else I've
It
tried
is.
before.
That is so good. Wow. Bob and Al, fantastic. That was so good.
I'm like
Yeah.
it's such a unique feeling.
Man. That is really good. Yeah, get yourself a bottle of Two Brewers. And everything we've had from them, they had another innovation line, and I forgot to put it in my notes. I can't remember what it was, but it was really good as well. They had a sherry cask that was fantastic.
Oh, anything
sherry.
finished in sherry is
It's so good.
fantastic.
Yeah. Well, who cares? We'll
We'll be back
keep
in
that off. That sucker's going to be, we're going to be finishing off a little bit more of that. Yeah, that is really cool. Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm excited. Okay, let's put
Okay,
it
how about I was just gonna suggest let's
put her
around
up
the
on
shelf
top
behind
there.
us.
I think we'll be reaching back a few times
Hopefully.
through our game for that. Okay, oh man, I gotta recover from that. I was super looking forward to this because I've had that bottle again for
a
few
while?
months.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, like a number of months because it wasn't long after we did the tasting of that I bought that bottle. And so I've been waiting on it and waiting on it and waiting on it. And I'm speechless. It is so good. So these guys are not just adding flavor to it. Like they've actually take the coffee beans, put it in the barrel. It's not like they're adding some liquid coffee to it or anything
To your
like that.
point of chewing on those chocolate covered coffee beans, which would be the same as if you're just chewing a coffee bean.
Yeah,
The aftertaste is identical
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
Which to get that in a drink is incredible.
it's unbelievable. I don't know how they did it. Those
Mad
guys are
skills.
Mad
Mad
skills. Yeah. Oh.
Just like these Russian scientists
All right.
or researchers. Mad skills with breeding. So, on our turn, we really have three things we're going to do.
Okay.
And it's actually on this little reference
Oh,
card.
I love
here as
reference
well.
cards.
But in a selection phase, we're going to choose a male parent, a female parent, and our position on the supply track.
Okay.
The person to go first in this game is the person that has the friendliest pet.
Okay.
I think you fall into that category because you've got one dog that the second you arrive, he's on your lap and looking at you and sniffing you and all that stuff.
That is definitely Pepper.
Pepper, that's right.
Yeah.
So, Steve, you get to go first.
Okay.
You're going to choose to either take Mama, take a Papa, or put your gear on the track here to determine turn order.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to start with male, then female.
No, it's one of those three in any order that you
okay.
want. So what we're going to do is we're going to make you player one.
Okay.
I'm going to take player two.
Okay.
I honestly don't know how it works for the AI, but I'm going to make him player three.
What's this for? We haven't got to that.
Yeah, we're gonna save
We're gonna get
that.
to. Okay.
We're gonna save all that.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's
Save
right.
something special. Okay. I think I'm going to.
And just a reminder, not a reminder, I haven't said it yet.
Yeah.
The more dice, the better.
Of course.
Lots of dice are good.
Yeah.
And for your own personal goals, you are trying to accomplish what's in that first row. So
Yeah.
for you, that's tails,
Yeah.
ears, and speech.
Yeah.
So going for those dice combinations can be a good idea. Mind you, that's just a small part of the overall strategy here. Lots of dice. You can also go all in on one type of dice, and that works out really well also, which we'll show you once we get to the beginning piece.
I'll go for it. I'm gonna grab Zatika. So nice female.
Excellent. For myself, turn order is incredibly important, but dice selection is as well. I'm going to go here. I'm going to take this token, and that immediately gives me some ears. If you could pass me a little ear token.
That's this guy here.
Excellent. I'll put that here. And then I've kind of secured my turn order a little bit.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we're going all the way to here.
This is a discard pile, so it really starts here.
Oh, okay.
So whoever goes first, you're guaranteed first place next round, but you don't get any rewards for it.
Oh, okay.
And actually, one other thing I forgot is because, you went first and I'm second, so I get an extra little reward for myself. Now the AI is going to go.
Okay.
So the AI is going to choose a mother, and it's going to choose from right to left, really, in that direction.
Okay.
And what it's looking for is the AI here is looking for tails, and it's looking for spots. So it's got more spots, so that's what it's looking for first. So if we go left to right, this is really the best ticket because it's got the most spots for it.
Okay.
So the AI is going to choose that card. It's then going to take a second action, and it's going to choose its turn order on the track as well.
Okay.
So going from left to right, it's going to take the first available spot to it. So it's going to grab this here. Okay, so the AI is gone.
Okay.
It's now back to you in first place. So you can't choose a mother, you can only choose a father
or my turn order.
That's
okay.
right.
So let's go with our bad boy Leo.
Fantastic. I will choose, and I'm going to take Yuna. So the AI goes now. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip to the next card. So the AI is going to choose a mother, and it's basically the AI is acting as players 3 and 4 for us. So they get 2 turns to replicate that.
Okay.
So they're going to look for a mother first, and now they're going from left to right. And again, they're looking for those same qualities. So who's got the most red and who's got the most purple? Well, it looks like this one's got both of those traits. So that's the one that it's going to take. Now it's looking for a father, and it's going to go the same way as well. Really looking for red first and tail second. Now there is no red here. Oh, there is red. It's right here. Yeah, so that's the one that it takes. Okay, and it's done. It's back to you now.
Now it's back to you. Okay, so let's do, I guess we'll go here.
Excellent. So with this, you get those rewards on top. So you get spots and a tail. Okay, and you also get one of these little rewards as well, which is again just a wild card piece.
Wild card.
That's right.
Okay.
Back to me. So the only thing I can do now is pick a father. I'm thinking here I need purple, blue, and pink. I don't have any blues yet, so I'm going to grab Topic.
Topic.
Okay.
Okay.
And the AI goes. And they're going to choose a father, and they're going from left to right. Really, there's nothing there that they want, so they're just going to take the one with the most dice on it.
Okay.
And then they're looking for a mother, which they have already. Oh, I did make a mistake with them. What we're supposed to do is instead of them choosing one with the first one, they block it with a fox. And then with the second one, they would choose a gear, which I'll flip this to show a gear. Excellent. So they would come from this side, and then they would block it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little weird thing.
Okay.
My first time playing with the AI.
Sure.
So that's the selection phase.
Okay.
And normally, we take turns doing that in turn order. We're then going to go to breeding.
Okay.
And breeding normally happens simultaneously. For the first round or two, though, we'll take our time with it and kind of talk ourselves through it.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 2 parents, which we have, and then we're going to select the dice that go along with those. So if you could pass me 2 bluish-green ones.
These guys here.
That's right. 2 purple. And then 1 red. Okay, and then I've got my green dice here. Okay. So we're going to take those, and then if you want to gather your dice that you need.
All right. So I get one of these guys.
You get 1 brown, 2 green, teal, 1 purple, and 1 red. Excellent. Okay, plus those.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to draw one of our pups.
Yeah.
Okay. Just going to make a little space here for it. Okay. And what we're going to do is the pups themselves. So you'll notice it has no name. So we're going to name it after we're done with our breeding.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then it's got like a square, circle, square, circle, circle. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll our dice and see what complete traits we can get.
Okay.
So if I had a complete tail trait, then what I would do is I'd take my little marker and I would just mark an X over that.
Okay.
And because there's a dice symbol underneath it, that means that I get that this pup would have that purple dice trait. So when it's a parent next turn, it would provide those traits to whoever takes it.
Okay.
So replacing the symbols here.
Okay.
The circles, instead of putting an X through those, we put a dot in them. Okay. And what they do is they give you those tokens. So it's a tail and you put a dot in that circle, you actually get to just take a tail. That's right.
Okay.
And that's where sometimes, even though we're going for these objectives on our cards, sometimes it can be beneficial to just go all in on one symbol because you can get a bunch of those immediate traits. If you have any more, because there's 5 spots on here, if you have any more than 5, what those give you is stars. And stars are just worth straight up points at the end of the game. Every star is a point.
Perfect.
And with this guy, if you form that partnership with them, then every star becomes 2 points in addition to the 1 point that you have there.
Nice.
So that's kind of the idea.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll these dice, and I'll roll them up here just for visibility. So I've got.
So normally we would just be doing this on.
We'd be doing this
at the same
simultaneously.
time.
That's
Okay.
right. Now I don't have anything really exciting because I've got all whole symbols. So I've got 2 of those. I got one of these, one of these. I am going to take my little token that I had, and I can pair it up to this to make a match there. So what I actually have is 2 blue, 1 red, and 2 purple, and this one I can make whatever I want it to be. So I'm going to go grab my marker, I'm going to fill in my blue one, so X where there's a square, dot where there's a circle. For purple, X where there's a square, dot where there's a circle. For red, great. And then I've got this bonus, so I can make that whatever I want. So I could increase this guy's strength and give him 2 dice, 2 of the purple dice, or I'm a little bit selfish and I think, you know what, I could use one of those attribute tokens. So I'm actually going to put that there, and I will now collect a tail, a bark, and a spot token. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It's all good. Okay, then I'm going to count up this pup's total friendliness. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm actually going to write friendliness of 6 up there.
Okay.
And then I can give him a name. So I'm going to name this guy, our first pup, I'm going to call him Steve. Okay, it's a male because
that's what I was going to name mine.
Okay, so first pup, Steve.
That's a girl.
So I'm done with that.
Yeah.
And now you, if you want to roll your dice,
All right.
let's see what you get.
All right. We got 1. So I've got a bunch of halves. All right.
Bunch of halves.
So.
Yeah, good call. Look at what your objectives are.
Okay. So we'll make that a hole.
Nice.
So that's a hole.
Yep.
And these are halves. So.
Those are halves. You do have that extra little
that's
token,
right.
though, that you could complete one of them.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay, so now you grab your marker.
Yep. So I have my tail.
Yep.
So I've got 1.
Yep.
So that's X. This is my ears,
Yep,
correct?
so you got an ears.
Ears. And I have a bark.
Yep. Okay, excellent. And then you add up your total friendliness rating. So total friendliness for him is 3. So what will happen is we're now going to compare our pets. So who's the most friendliest?
Hold up. This one's Leslie.
Okay, I like it. So I've got a friendliness rating of 6. You
Yeah.
got a friendliness rating of 3. So I actually win this round.
Okay.
So I put that guy there. You didn't win, so you get one of these.
Perfect.
Okay. The dice that we've used go back.
Oh, I get these though, right?
No, you didn't fill in any circles. If you filled in circles.
Oh, it's the
then you
circles
get
where I
those.
get those. Okay.
So the dice we're going to put back. I'm just throwing mine up here to have a selection, except we keep our green one.
Yep.
And then you spent that one, so we'll get rid of that. Excellent.
Done.
Now what we do is we're going to do a check. Did we accomplish any of our objectives? So with myself, I needed a purple or a tail, a bark, and a spot, and I've got that on my card. So I get to take one of my foxes and mark it here to show that I've completed that.
Okay.
Did you complete your objective?
No.
So you needed a
I need the
a tail,
I need, oh, okay.
a spot, an
And a
ears,
bark.
and a
Oh,
bark.
yes.
So you achieve that as well. So you can
Okay.
put a fox on that column as well.
Okay.
Okay.
I was thinking it was these here, but it's not those.
No, it's not those. Those are just, we're going to use those for our board here.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to clean up this generation, and we're going to put the new generation in.
Okay.
So
we don't roll dice or anything like
That's
that for
right.
the AI.
That's right. So this works a little bit different, though, for the AI than it does for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a purple and a red dice to each of the AI cards, up to a maximum of 2 of each symbol. So over here, if you can grab a purple and a red. Good. We're just going to put them on this. So now this card really has 2 purple and 2 red on it.
Okay.
That's going to go back. We'll do that up here as well. So we're going to do, I guess, just a purple in this case.
That's this one here.
Yep. Great. Over here, we're going to do a purple and a red. Excellent. Here, again, a purple and a red. Oh, actually, one of these didn't have a fox on it. Do you remember which one didn't have a fox on it?
So it must have been this one.
Okay, excellent. So put those back. This one gets discarded.
Oh, okay.
And same with this. This one gets discarded. This one's got the fox on it. So we'll put a...
Purple and red.
That's right. So basically, these ones are now better than they were before.
Okay.
Our parents, our new pups, are going to go up as well.
Okay.
Excellent. And then we'll fill in any more, which it's always...
There's always 5.
Well, it's 1 plus the number of players, but in a 2-player game with the AI, it simulates for 4 players.
Oh, okay.
So we add 5 cards up there. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick look at this. So for breeding, we rolled and recorded traits. We recorded friendliness. We score our studies, which are these here. So we've done the studies. We collect tokens, which we've done as well. And then we unlock any upgrades. And unlocking upgrades can happen after the selection phase and after the breeding phase.
Yeah.
So what that is do you have 2 of any of the little attributes we've collected here?
No.
I don't.
No.
Okay. If we did have 2, that's where we could stack and
Oh,
say,
I see.
okay, I'm gonna take one of those on my board.
Okay.
So we don't have those. So we cleared the previous fox generation. We added new pups to the kennel. We did our friendliness rewards, which are over here. Filled the kennel. We did that. Reset turn order and resupply track. So what we're doing now is orange is now player 1. So that becomes me. So if you can pass me the first player token. The AI is yellow. So the AI becomes person number 2.
Okay.
And you're player number 3. And then we start the whole thing over again.
Okay.
Game is only played over 5 rounds. Oh, and actually we take these back now as well. Oh, that's one other thing I forgot. Also, we clear all these and replenish with new ones. So we got a wild card, a bark, an ears and a research, and a bark and a research. Okay, so I like Steve, so I'm gonna take Steve back. And actually these parents here as well, we just get rid of them. So that generation has passed on.
Okay.
Okay, so I chose Steve, a male. And now the AI chooses.
Yeah.
He's going to choose his position on the track. So the first one is going to go here, which blocks that. He's then going to choose a father. Well, they're looking for spots first and then tails. So this one here has the most spots on it. I guess both of these have spots, and none of them have tails. So he would just choose, oh, this one has tails, I guess. Anyway, the fox would choose here. So that one is blocked.
Good, eh? Oh my goodness.
So good.
So good. All right, I'm going to do this.
Okay, so you do that, you immediately get an ears.
Which is this guy?
That's right, you get one of those, and you get the first research tile.
Which is this?
Grab that from the pile. These are pretty straightforward. You can use them at any time. So you save it, and at the time specified on it, if you want to use it, you just say, I'm using that, and you immediately get the rewards.
Okay. So when placing your gear token or unlocking a patron, you may first swap the supply tile on your space with any tile in the discarded pile.
So that's
So
pretty
I can
sweet.
select any of these.
So yeah, so you can pick up this deck, go through what they all are, and if you're going to place your gear tile up here, or if you're going to put a fox down here at one of the patrons, you can say, you know what, I'm going to swap out that reward for something here, because maybe I want that a little bit more.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Excellent.
Back to you.
Back to me. Sip and enjoy. So I think I'm going to choose my mama, and, oh, I just got, you named the girl Leslie.
He just got
That's
it.
a super jerk thing to do. Okay, but this one's got a ton of dice, so I'm actually I'm gonna take last guy. You cut me deep, man. You cut me deep. Okay, excellent.
I didn't name her Les.
So now the AI goes. So we'll flip this, and I'm gonna shuffle this. I'm assuming we'll probably shuffle this going forward in future rounds.
Okay. There's probably something in the rule.
It probably is, but you'd have to
Yeah,
read
who
it.
reads
so,
rules?
yeah. Okay, so the AI is going
Yeah,
to.
you've got this wrong.
Nope, that's right.
No, because this was over on.
Oh,
It should be like
yeah,
this.
Yeah, okay. Get all technical. Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the AI is going to choose a mama, and again, they're looking for tails and they're looking for spots and tails. So this one is the heaviest spot one. So we're going to grab that one first. Okay. And then they're looking for papas, and they're looking for the same thing. This one is the heaviest
I dislike you.
parent one. Well, it's the AI.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the AI has gone, and it's now.
So theoretically, like you can just choose whatever one you wanted to, though.
Well, there are advantages to going first.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, all right. I am going to select. I'll get one of each. So I might as well do. I'll take Leslie.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I get to go, and it's my last thing, and I just haven't done a gear yet, so I'll do a gear. And I think that's a good spot to go. So I'll get that reward.
Nice.
The AI goes, if you want to flip. So they got to select a papa. They already have two papas, so they're going to select a gear instead, and they go from left to right, so they come in and fill up that spot. And then, because we need a woman, don't we all? We're going to flip until we see the lady symbol, and now they're going to come from left to right, and they need red first. So I guess they grab the one on the left.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So now I just need a fella, and they've taken all those ones. I'll just take Nikolai.
Okay, so we go into the rolling stage. So if I could get a purple and a red, and if I could get actually another purple, green, and red.
I realized when I picked it up.
And then because
I remember
the extra dice are on here, I'm just going to take these ones.
Don't forget your wild.
Thank you. Okay. 2 purple, or 2 tails, 2 spots, a bark, and then I got a couple randos here. I'll fill up on a red. Why not? So I'm going to choose a new pup, grab my marker, and I'll do 2 purple, 2 red, I got a green, actually I got a 3rd red, and I've got a wild card, so I will just, again in my selfish way, I'll fill that in. So the card's been filled in. I get a tail, a bark, and a spot. Excellent. And my friendliness is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I get to name this puppy. And this puppy I'm going to call Jimmy. Okay. Excellent. Steve, go for it.
All right. All right. So where am I? What
So
am I
you
doing?
get your
Oh, yeah.
dice from your parents.
Okay.
Leslie's going to make a great mother. Excellent. Plus your green, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh. So here's where things can get a little bit fun before you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You could take your wild card
Yeah.
and do that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now you've got the two halves there as well,
Yeah,
so
I
you can
think
make a whole other
A
thing
whole
if
other.
you want to
Yep.
as well.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm just looking at this. So I've got that.
So 2 purples.
Yeah. Got that. Oh,
Okay.
it's going to be 2 though. So I need to have
Although you
the
could
circle is these, right?
no, that's just your place on the
Oh, okay.
on your pup deck. So how about we fill that out first, because I can
Oh yeah, I
grab
haven't
your new
done my
puppy.
puppy. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So let's go with what we know we've got for sure.
I've
So
got
2 purples.
2 of those, which are the tails, right?
Yep.
So this is an X and that's the circle.
That's right. We've got 2 green.
2. Yep. So
2 barks. Yeah.
2 barks, and I've got 1 tail.
That's right. Okay.
And I can
So
use whatever
you can
I
decide,
want.
will that one thing help you get closer to your objective
Yeah. So I'm gonna go and do that.
with the ears? Okay. So add up your total friendliness score.
2, 4, 6. You got me again.
Okay. So my pup has a friendliness of 7, so I get that. However, you do get one of these.
Okay.
Excellent. And then, did you accomplish your mission? Oh, actually, sorry, before you get that, you got to name your pup. What are you going to call him?
So it's a him, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice looking guy there. We are going to name him.
We wait in anticipation of the
Yeah.
name Steve is going to
His
choose
name.
for his pup.
Let's go with Jack.
Jack. Okay, excellent. And
Yak.
did you accomplish your mission?
So I don't know. Do I?
Up right here on your objective. So
Okay.
you need 2 purple. You got those.
Yep. I only got 1.
Good, which is all you need. And 2. So you met the requirements with Jack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
I got 1.
advance your
I
mark.
keep forgetting. Okay, so that's what
Yeah,
I need to do.
That's
is here.
right.
Yep.
So you advance him to the next level.
Perfect.
Excellent. I needed a tail. I didn't get my my bark or my ears, so
Yep.
I don't get my advancement. We discard the parents. Our own parent, we can just kind of, the original parent, we can just set off to the side.
Okay.
The other parent, if it was a generic, goes
Nicola.
in the pile. And then our new parents join up top. Before we do that, though, we're just going to discard the unused parents.
Okay.
These ones we will slide over. And we will add our new pups into the mix. Excellent. And then same thing as before, we're going to help these guys out. So we've got a purple. So we're going to add, or I guess they do red first. So this one's got 2, we add a red and a purple to this one, but they've got 2 reds already, so we're just going to add 1 purple.
Oops, sorry.
Making a mess of it.
Yeah. That's what I do best.
Okay, over here we're going to add a red and a purple.
Mm-hmm.
Here we're going to add just a purple because they've got 2 reds already.
Okay.
Here we're going to add a red and a purple.
What are you doing?
We got to come up with a better method.
Yeah.
Okay, these guys go back
It's a little bit too far to reach
Yeah.
for me.
just slightly.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we fill it up with blanks then. So these determine turn order. So orange gets to go first, which is me.
It's all the
Yellow,
same.
it's all the same.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And we'll take these back then. And we'll put new ones out.
Yeah, so we place these back.
Yep, you got it. For those 2 feet. And then if you spent any of those, get rid of them,
Yep.
which I did. Okay, excellent. Now we should have some pairs going on. So I've got 3 pairs myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going.
Oh, when I did the I get those.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
so I did not grab those.
So you made Jack, right?
Yes, yeah.
Tail.
Tail and a bark. Okay.
That's right. So I like having dice. So I'm going to take 2 tails, and I'm going to, because the requirement is 2, I'm going to cover that up.
Yeah.
So that extra one just goes back in because we only track with 1. So I'll take an extra green
So it's
dice.
2 of anything, right?
2 of anything, as long as they're the same type.
Yeah.
I got to match. I'm going to grab my bark, and I'm actually going to make a new pup. So I'll put that on there. So anytime I breed now, I'm breeding 2 pups. So when we breed multiple pups, and we're collecting rewards or traits for them, we're taking the best of each of our pups. So we're going to roll each pup fully, as if we're doing it, we really do the roll phase 2 times.
Okay.
Score each pup, and then take the best of each of the pup's qualities and traits for it.
Okay.
So I did that, and then I've got one more combination here, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for another one of these advancements. So I'm going to put my 2 down on the knowledge track, put that back, and then what I do is I'm going to draw 3 of these, and I get to choose one of them to keep.
Okay.
So I'm kind of looking at traits that, actually this one looks pretty easy. Okay, I'm just going to select this one for traits, so now I got a second one that I can score, and these go back to the bottom of the deck. Whenever we score these, or whenever we take one of these upgrades, we're also going to take the AI and just flip down a new card for them as well. So now their interests have changed.
Okay.
Okay. And then for yourself, what rewards do you want to gain on your board?
So I think I am going to do the extra dice.
Nice.
And I am going to do the extra pup.
Nice. Okay, any others you can do?
No, that's it.
Okay, excellent. And probably the dice we put out, I imagine we probably should have done this first and then put out dice. So we didn't do that, but that's okay. It's a learning game.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we're now going to start off round 3. And just a little reflection on our whiskey so far.
I love it. It really does remind me of chocolate covered coffee beans.
Yeah.
Not so much on the chocolate side, but just that taste that's there. And it really is like 2 different drinks in one. Because you get the really nice whiskey, and then you wait a moment, and you get the coffee, which is just, it's awesome.
Now, I don't normally like coffee liqueurs.
No.
So with this, it's interesting because I do really enjoy it. Would I go back to it? Not necessarily for me, just because the coffee, like I love my coffee, but I don't love it with my liquor. I like it separate.
Okay.
And maybe it's because I can't add cream and sugar.
It's not sweet enough, maybe?
That could be a piece of it.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is quite sweet. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
So I really do enjoy it. It's got a ton of flavor. I don't know if it would be my go-to. If I'd be like, I really want that.
So I think that like their innovation line is not like your daily or your weekly. Like, I need to have a little bit of that, and I want to have a whiskey. Okay, I'm going to grab a whiskey. This is like special occasions or something like that. You want something just a little bit different.
Yeah, and it does that incredibly well. And look at the cling to the glass.
It really is.
It's an example.
And like, so at like 86%, so 86 proof, it doesn't taste like an 86 proof. Like it's got a good amount of alcohol flavor to it.
It's
right?
funny because it is really good. Yeah, I like how you specified that though, like innovation. It's something different. It's not your everyday sipper.
No, it's not your daily sipper. It is your, I want to try something different. I want something a little unique tonight. Yeah. And this is definitely
100%.
unique. And I'm like, we're gonna get back to it again at the end of the game, but I think we've hit a home run again.
Yeah, I think so too.
With like a really unique, cool game, with a really unique, cool whiskey. But anyway, we'll get back to that at the end.
We'll get back to it. I like it. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so we're up again, and this time some of those cards have a ton of dice on it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grab myself a Papa,
I bet.
Which is fully loaded here. Okay, excellent.
All right, so then he
goes. Oh, let's just shuffle this up at the start. Yeah. It's a good assumption that's probably
what's
going to happen.
I mean, some of us would have read the rule book on that first, but
Yeah. So pink, and this time he's looking for number 1. He's looking for ears, and he's looking for 2 for tails. So the most ears in this case is that one. So he's going to take that, and then he's also looking for his position on the track. So he's going to come and block the first one. Okay. There you go.
It's my go. All right.
It's a me.
It's
Well, it's
it's
you.
a me.
It's a you.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna take this bad boy here. My little friend, Kurt.
Nice. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And I'm going to grab a mama, and same thing. There's a ton of dice on this person, so I'm gonna grab Vera.
Vera. Don't grab Vera.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And then the AI is gonna go. So we'll flip, and the AI is going to go for a papa, and again its priority is ears, which Jack has the most ears, so we'll block that. And then it's looking for its second position on the track, so it's going to go block that.
A lady friend. So let's take Gala. Ooh, hello, Gala.
Sweet.
Kerr, Gala. Hello.
Okay, and I just need to do my position on the track. So these are really good. So I'm going to grab that, and I'll get 2 research. Fantastic. And I get one of these wild cards. Oh, so good, man. So good. Okay.
Beautiful.
And then the AI goes. So we get a gear, which it's already done it.
Yep.
So we're going to do a male, and again, its priority is ears. There are no ears, so its second priority is tails. Who's got the most tails? And it would be that one. So blocked. And then it needs a mama. So it's going to do that. So that would block it on that one there.
I'm just looking for a place
Yep.
to go.
It's a place to call your own.
Place to call my home. Okay, and so these ones here give me these?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, okay. I'll just take that.
Nice. And then grab a spot. Okay.
Perfect.
Fantastic. So we now go into the breeding phase. And if you think you got a good grasp on it,
Yeah.
we can just go solo on it. If you, actually, I got them right here. If I could have one more red one, please. Okay, so I got a red and a green. And then I need a brown one as well, please. So now with our extra dice that we have, we may have a massive fistful of dice. Okay, and I'm gonna put these together. Oh, that's like it's meant to be, man. It's meant to be. Oh, it's so good. And once I get to where I got a bunch of halves left, that's where I start looking at, okay, I'm going to take my pup. And we're doing our first pup first, because I think we both have two pups,
we both have
right?
2 pups, yeah.
So we'll do our first pup first, and then we're going to go through the whole thing, and then we're going to re-flip or re-roll for the next pup with the same dice.
Okay.
So I've got 1, 2, 3. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got a bunch of halves. So my objectives could do that, which is probably the best thing. This card here, go for that. So to do that, I'm going to take that there, which gives me that and that. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 friendliness. And I'm going to name this pup Share. Okay. Then I'm going to do my second pup. So this has been spent now. With these wild tokens, if you spend them for one pup, they're gone, and you can't use them for the second.
Oh, okay.
So I'm now going to do my second pup.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll the
Did
whole.
you name your first pup?
Of course I did. I called mine Share.
Oh. So this is a guy.
Okay.
So we're going to name him.
Let's match him up.
So we roll everything again, including our wild?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right. Except you don't get any tokens you used.
I haven't used it yet. I didn't need it last time.
So I've got 1, 2, 3 red. Got 1, 2, 3 purple. Oops. I've got 1 ear. Okay. And then for my objectives, I'm not going to get that either. But I could do, if I do this with the first pup, and I do this with the second pup, I may not get that either. I can't. Or can I? If I do this. Okay, so instead, I'm going to do this. So, here. So I'll take that one.
So video replay will show if we've got these correct.
Oh, I know mine are correct.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sure.
Okay, so my friendliness rating is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, I got both. Oh, and I got to name my pup. What are we going to call this one? Dolores.
Good name.
Okay, so we're going to look at the 2 new pups that we've created.
Actually, I forgot about that one.
Nice.
So I can make that anything I want. Let's do that. Okay.
Okay. So for rewards this time, if we got multiple pups, we're going to look at the best in each track. So here in my tail track, this is actually my best track.
Okay.
So I'm going to collect 2 tails. If you could pass those to me. Yep.
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you. Nothing here, nothing here. And then for here, in Share has my best track for spots, so I'll take 2 of those. Okay. Excellent. And then my highest rated pup is 9. Okay, your top track, they're both the same, so you get 1 tail.
Mm-hmm.
Middle track, there's no rewards there.
No.
Next one, no rewards. And then your bottom one, you knocked them both out of the park.
5.
You didn't have any more than that, right? They each just
No,
had
it's
5.
just 5, yeah.
Okay, but you do get 3 spots, which is pretty solid. Okay, and what we do is we select our 1 best pup to represent, and because we both have 9, we both get to put a fox down in round 3. Okay, we can return all these dice back to the spot. Excellent. And then we're gonna wipe out the parents. So Vera, goodbye. Fashak, goodbye. Bob, you can put into your retired parent pile.
Oh, that was my second pup, sorry.
Okay. These pups weren't used, so they retire. Okay, and these will slide over. We'll just wait to replenish now until we've finished the other bits of it.
Yep.
So we now have our rewards. And actually, I guess our new pups, they do go up.
Both of them?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay. Mel and Bob.
You got a female pup named Bob. That's good.
I flipped them around? Yeah, I flipped them around.
Mel works both ways.
Yeah.
Bob can too. That's great.
Mel?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So rewards. So I'm going to opt for another dice. I'm going to use 2 of my spots. So take another dice. If you could put that one back for me. Okay. And then I'm going to use my 2 tails, and I'm going to take another advancement. Actually, I'm going to do a partnership this time. So you can put that back for me. And then I get to choose a fox and choose one of these rewards on here. I think I'm going to do pretty well with this one here, with having a column completed. So that's my goal. So I'm going to put that there. And that gives me some ears and a bark. So I'll take some ears and a bark. And that actually gives me 2 bark tokens, so I get to use those right away. And I think I'm going to do another research. So put that in, so I get to draw 3 of these. Keep 1. We'll choose this one here. Those go back underneath the deck. And then I guess before we put our pups away as well,
Well, I get
should
to
have
do
looked
mine too, eh?
right.
Just yeah.
But
I am here too, eh?
before we move on, did we do any of our pups accomplishments? So each fox can be assigned to a maximum of 1 card. So I'm going to look at Cher, and Cher had, so no one had the 2 barks for me, so I can't do that one. But I do have this one. Actually, Cher accomplished this one for me. So I'm going to put a new fox at here to mark that one. Okay, Steve, you're on to you for your.
So I have this one.
We're just looking for the new one now.
The
so
new
on
one?
the right hand side.
Okay. So
did you-
no.
No.
Neither of them got
Got that advancement.
No.
Okay, that's excellent. Or that's fine. And because I drew a new card for that, we're going to put a new card down for the AI. Okay. I'm going to shuffle these, and then you can do your rewards as well.
Perfect. So I'm going to take an extra
Dice.
dice. And I think what I'm going to do is take an extra wolf.
Nice.
Or
Pop.
pop.
Okay, and the extra one, just throw it in the...
Oh, yes.
Oh, and actually this one here, because it requires 3 to take. It's 3 of a kind.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, all right. So what I will do then? What do we got here?
Oh,
Yeah.
and actually, when I took this one, I should have also grabbed a research as well. So I'm going to grab that research too.
Whatever I want.
Oh, I should have used these last time too.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the
Research.
the
Okay.
little guy.
Partnership.
The partnership. I'm gonna do this one here. Which
So
gives
you
me-
can choose any one token you want.
Yep.
And you get a research.
And so I'm gonna take this one,
Nice.
which is 2, and I get to take a research.
Yep, that's right.
And then I've upgraded that, so I'm gonna do 2 of those.
Okay.
And 3, and I get to keep one.
Nice. And then I think we're going to do the same thing. We're going to flip another card down. Okay, and while you're choosing one, the AI now is looking for bark and ears. So we'll add a bark and ears to each of these cards left up here. So bark and ears.
Bark and ears.
Yeah, that's right. To this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got. So this one's already got lots of ears, so we're just gonna add a bark to it.
Yep.
This one has one ears, and yeah, we can add a bark and an ears to this one as well. Cool. And then this one here, we can add a bark and an ears to that as well.
So these ones here, just again, so this is the dice that will be on it?
That's right.
Okay.
Now that that's done, we can replenish with 2 males here. So white is now first.
Yep.
That's you. I'm second, and the AI becomes third.
Okay.
And we'll replenish these.
Doesn't have one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, how about you, how
Okay.
about you manage that? Yeah,
I'm gonna reshuffle it.
Yeah, okay.
Just 'cause-
one job.
There you go.
Okay. Excellent. So you get to go first, Steve.
I get to go first. So I am going to take Jack.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take Jack.
So I'm thinking, I need really all of them. So I need a nice mix of everything. And I think a nice mix of everything probably comes from the parent Share. So I'm going to grab Share. Excellent. The AI, they're going to look for a mama. And they're looking for a mama with
First is Bark.
bark. So we got 1 bark, no bark, 1 bark, 1 bark. The second that they're looking for is ears. So this one's got 2 ears, this one's got 2 ears. I'm assuming we should probably block the one with the most dice, which we didn't do before. goes. So it blocks that for the mamas. Then it's looking for the same thing for papas. So the most bark, we got 1 here, and we got 2, or I guess really 2 here, right? So it blocks that.
Stinking AI.
Stinking AI. Okay, you're up again.
AI. Okay, I'm actually going to, I think I'll take Mel.
Ah, nice.
No, I already have it.
Oh, you got a
Yeah,
man.
sorry.
That's right. Because you're
I
naming
keep,
conventions.
I keep,
it's,
yeah,
it's
I
wherever
keep
they go.
messing everything up. So, all right, I'm going to grab a little Dolores there.
Little Dolores is good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for myself, I think I would like to go first-ish. So I'm going to grab that. Get myself a discovery card. Or research, whatever they're called. Oh, it's so good. So good. Gotta remember I got this. Okay, and then the AI goes. So we'll flip for AI. So the AI is going to do a gear first. So it's going to come and block that one.
What's the lab? So it says when upgrading your lab, you may pay.
This is your lab then, yeah.
Okay, you may pay for an upgrade with trait tokens that don't
So
match.
you use 2 tokens. They don't have to match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and those are one-time burn
Yep.
as well.
I gotcha.
Okay, so the AI did that. The AI now needs to choose a mama. And again, it's looking for the most voice. Tied on voice, so then it's looking for the most ears afterwards as well. So I think that's actually this token here.
Although Bob's going to have 5
Yeah, I know.
dice.
But he doesn't have any of those,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
are the decisive
Sure.
factor for it.
You still need to. Oh, no, you don't. You've already grabbed it.
That's right. Round 3 now, so you're up again, your last round.
All right, so I've got my stuff. So I'm going to do this. So I will go here, but I'm going to use this guy here, and I get to choose from any of
The discard
the
pile?
discard pile.
Okay. And which reward? I'll just give this that.
Let me take a look.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you're choosing your reward. We'll go next, and I need to choose a papa, so I'll take the only one left, which is Bob. And then the AI, flip for him, and he chooses a gear, and he's going from this way, so he's going to go first. And then he chooses a papa, which actually works out because that's what he needs. And he again is looking for voice, which is only one with voice, so this is where he blocks. So we're into the breeding phase.
Breeding. Okay.
And actually after that, if you haven't got any pairs, you can do that now.
I'm gonna do another of the thing, and I'll use this.
Use that card?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
So you get another, you get to do 3 pups this time?
Pups, yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Mhm.
And I don't have any, so. Okay, so we'll go into the breeding phase now. If I could get 4 purple.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll take 1 ears. I'll take 2 bark. And I'll take 4 red.
Nice.
It's a pretty good pool.
So I think I grabbed this one already. Yep. Okay, so I just have to grab the Mars. So that's 1, 2.
I'm gonna roll. So I'm gonna do my reds. It's so good. Those are all good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Oh, that's nuts. Okay. So, I'll do my first pup. So first pup, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purple. 2, 3, 4, 5 purple. We've got 1 ears. We've got 1, 2 bark. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. We've got a wild card. And I think the wild card, I'm going to do a +1 here. And then earn myself a star. Actually, I'll wait, I guess, to see. Okay, so this pup has a friendliest level of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we're going to name him Maverick because he's awesome. Okay, excellent. let's do pup number 2. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. We got 1, 2. A bunch of wild cards as well. So let's draw. Fill in what we know we've got here. So we got 3 purple. 1, 2, 3. We got 2 red. 1, 2. We've got 2 bark. And we got 1 ears. So where do we need them? So this puppy can take care of either of these. This puppy can take care of that one. So I think we're good. So I'm gonna try to just go for stars then. So that's most possible. I've already got 1 in the purple track. I could up that from 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fortunately, it won't get me all the way, but it's still pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one, he is going to be, we're going to call this one Bobby. Okay, and his friendliest rating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, Steve, I got my 2 pups. If you want to talk us through where you are with yours.
All right, so I've got my first 2. So I've got Carrie.
Okay.
She's at a 10.
Carrie's a 10.
Carrie's a 10. And then I have Mr. Fred is a 12.
Okay, excellent.
And
You
I haven't
working
done
on
my
your
third one, my last one here yet. So I gotta re-roll.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that Two Brewers.
Go for
If
it.
you don't mind. I was gonna take the lid off, but it's not on.
No.
Okay. So pour a little more in. Would you like a little refresh?
Yeah, I think I would. I'm really enjoying that. It's so unique.
It is.
Just like, yeah, really unique. Okay, so
Just like your third pop.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so talk us through. Oh, loud.
Okay, so I get all my solid ones together here.
Yep.
But then it's a little bit of a trick because you can use the double sides
Yep.
of the wild cards as well. So I'm trying to just kind of figure that out. So we'll go that, we'll go that. Okay, so I've got 2 tails for this one.
Okay.
I've got 1, 2, 3 ears. I've got 1, 2 barks. I got an extra. I have a third tail.
Nice.
And I have 1, 2 spots.
Nice.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
that's another guy, so we're gonna call him Ted.
Nice. Okay, so line all 3 of your foxes up side by side.
Yeah.
And we'll look over. So your best fox for tails? Really, Fred and Ted are Fred and Ted are tied.
Fred and Ted.
Oh no, Fred's the best. So you get
Fred does.
you get 2 tails.
Perfect.
Okay. And then for ears, they're all the same. So you get 1 ear.
Yep.
For bark, it looks like Fred takes it out of the
Fred's got
park,
2.
so he gets 1.
Oh, that's 1. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then for spots, Carrie's actually your leader, but you get 1.
You get 1. Yeah.
Okay, and then for Bob and Cher, interesting. Mistakes have been made. So I'm going to get 1 tail,
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to get 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, these were my parents. I was wondering, why are they so horrible? I'm going to put my parents up here so I don't get confused with them. It's Bobby and Maverick. That's where the action is. Okay. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 tails, which is much better. Plus, I get a star because I had +1. I actually had 6 of those in total. So that's the first star I've ever had.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was close. I didn't get it.
And we get no ears. We're going to get 1 bark. And then I get 3 spots.
There you go.
Okay. So, who's got the friendliest pop? I got Maverick with 13.
13, and I was close with Fred at 12.
Okay, so I'm going to take this round here. Excellent. Did you accomplish any of your goals?
I'm quite confident I will have done this one.
Yep. So what fox are you going to assign to that? Any one of them. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
And then did you... So you could, if you assign 1 fox to it, if you can go up another level if you assign a different fox to it. So do any of your foxes accomplish the 2nd level?
So, Ted does accomplish this one here.
4.
Oh, no, he didn't. Shoot. Yeah, I missed the one. It was close. But Fred or Ted finish the next one.
Excellent. Do anyone get you the 3rd spot?
So,
I think using all 3 of your foxes, you can get yourself there.
Yeah.
Excellent. So a single fox can never give you more than 1 reward.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think your combination of 3 foxes all work there.
Yeah.
For myself, Bobby, 2, 1, 2, and 1. So I accomplished this one. And then up here, 1, 1, 2, and 2. And the other fox accomplishes that as well. So I get to go up on each of those tracks.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to keep our existing parents here. These ones go away. We're going to add our new people back in.
You got too many.
We can. We'll slide down. That's okay. We'll keep an extra parent in there. That's okay.
Slide them all the way down.
Or it doesn't matter where he goes. We can just put him here.
You sure? Because it does. When these guys select.
Yeah, okay.
So it should just move all the way down.
Yeah, okay. Excellent.
Okay.
I mean, where they go is fine. Okay, and then
there, and that's enough. Okay.
Good. So we will refresh 2 more for there.
Boom and boom. Svetlana.
Okay, and then we're going to do our rewards here. So we'll get rid of all of our dice. If you can put those back. Sorry. Okay, excellent.
It's over here somewhere. Boom.
Great, so I'm going to put 3 down to take an extra dice. Return those. I'm going to put 3 down here to form a new partnership.
Nice.
And the partnership I'm going to choose will be the 1 point for every red. And I will take a bark as my wild card one, if I could have 1 bark. Excellent, and then my barks I'm going to cash in, and we will do 1 more advancement. Thank you, so I'll choose 3.
I'll take an extra wild card, or wild base, please. Oh, thank you.
We'll do this one. Okay, and then because we drew a new reward there, we get a new AI treat there. Yeah, are you able to shuffle those up for us?
Oh, okay, that just means I get an extra 3. Okay. It's really, like, I'm really loving it. I had heard good things about it, but you never know, right? And I'm always leery with basically like a flavored whiskey.
Oh, absolutely.
But I also had kind of high hopes because I knew these guys, they weren't just dumping coffee into a barrel, right? So yeah, I was really looking forward to it.
Turn order. We've got yellow as first, so the AI is actually first this time. And then we've got me, and we've got Prost. Okay, so we'll take these back. We will refresh these. And this is our final round. Okay, and then for these ones, the new attributes are bark and tail. So we got 1 tail here, and we've got 2 bark already, so we can take a tail on Jimmy.
Tail here.
Yep. Mel, we've got 2 tails already, and we've got a bark, so we'll take 1 bark on Mel. Up here, we can take a tail and a bark, yeah. Excellent. And over here, we can take a tail and a bark as well. And then these come back.
Okay.
Okay, so the AI gets to go first, jerk. And then, so it's going to choose a mama, and it's looking for a bark. So the most bark in the mother is here and here. So we go to secondary then, which should be the most tails, which should be this one here. Stinking jerk. Okay, excellent. And then it's looking for turn order. So it's going to put a fox in this one here. And I really want to try to knock off some of these accomplishments or achievements. We're going to take actually this one here. I like this. Okay. My mama's been selected.
So we are going to take...
Oh, and actually I forgot. We may have missed this before too. Oh no, we didn't. You get 2 of these for not being friendliest.
Yeah.
Classic Steve.
Classic Steve. What? Me? Not friendly? Okay, I'm going to actually take... I think I'm going to take Fred.
Nice. Fred's solid.
Yeah, I think Fred's solid. Okay.
I mean, he's no Maverick, but...
Well, he's
all right.
He's got 2, 4,
Yeah, no,
6,
he's-
7
Yeah,
dice.
7 dice, he's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the AI goes again.
Full lip.
Flip, so they're going to choose a blue. And again, they're looking for bark. So we got 1, 1, 1, 2, and 2. So the next trait they're looking for after bark is tails. So 2 tails and 2 tails. So I guess they just block this one. Okay.
Yeah, not the one with the most dice, as you said before.
Well, I think it may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's true.
1, 2,
it throws you
3,
off a little
4,
bit.
5, 6, 7. So they're both tied for that. So they get an
The only thing is, I would maybe suggest when we play next time
Yeah.
is putting out the dice.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That way you can kind of see, because you look at it and go, oh, that one's got more dice, but it really may not.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Just for the AI.
Sure.
Okay. So they did that, and then they're going to do their second gear. So they're just going to fill up. We're going to block that spot there.
Okay.
Okay. Second, I need a good mama. I need a baby mama. I have to, by far carry.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a mama. I need a
No, you
papa.
need a papa.
Oh yeah, this one came with dice. Okay, I need a good papa. And
Is he going to do it?
yeah, Ted I think
That
is.
might be. Well, depending on what you're looking for. Right?
Well, I need red. Maverick, just because we started with that generation, we're going to see this through. Okay.
And then it's me. Okay.
And it's you.
So, oh yeah. Okay. I think we'll be going with Carrie.
Nice. You're going to populate with Carrie.
Yep.
Okay, I like it. And then AI goes. Flip it. So they're going to choose a mama. And again, they're looking for bark, which that's an easy one. And then they're looking for a papa, and they're looking for bark, which again, well, we got one. They're both identical, so we'll just block off the first one and go in from that way. But I just need to choose a turn order, which turn order isn't really relevant anymore. It's more or less what do I want or need. And I think we're going to end up taking this one, which is a research and a tail. And I got to remember to actually use these things for this turn. So I'm going to reread them quick. Oh, it's so good. So good. So good.
Yeah. Shut up. All right, I guess I will take... Oh, do I want that or do I want... Yeah, we'll take a guaranteed tail.
Yep. It's always good to guarantee the tail.
Guaranteed tail. Yep.
Okay, excellent. So we're now done with the AI. We never touch them again. We're going to go into our rolling phase. So
Okay.
I need 2 barks, please. Or ears. You got it right. It's ears. Yeah.
Okay.
And then for my other person, Maverick, he needs 2 purple.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a bark.
Yep.
I'll take an ears.
Yep.
And I'll take 2 reds.
There we
Beauty. Fist full of dice. And I am rolling for my first pop of 2. Now, I've got a card that says, oh, after rolling a pop. That's pretty sweet. Okay, we're going to do it.
And I have 3 pups.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
This is gonna be good. You need a big table like we've got.
Yep, you do.
This is a good game.
And we would have it spread out more if it wasn't for trying to capture it on camera.
Yep.
And even then, I'm sure we're missing some of it. Okay, so I got 2 pups. I want to try to do those, so I can do that. That. This I need more of. Let's throw these down here. Three, and that's taken care of. But that I need. Okay. Which I can do with that. And I've got this still, which I can do with that and that. Okay, let's make a puppy. So we're going to do 1, 2. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That will accomplish that, so we're good. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're gonna call this one Cassie, because she's very friendly.
15.
Okay, first pup. We're now gonna re-roll.
All right. I'm doing my second pup.
Nice.
So I have George. He's got 15 friendly. He
Oh.
maxed out, so I actually get a
Just-
star on that one.
Write a number after it, so just 1, because that's how many stars or how many times you maxed.
Yep.
So when adding up the friendliness, you include the star.
Yep. I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. We'll just roll again.
I used it.
Oops, I don't know what that was at. I'm gonna say it was that.
So yeah, this part's a little bit quiet, but that's just because we're trying to get everything organized here.
So I'm gonna get this one marked on my new pup. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ears. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 1, 2 purple. I got 1, 2 green. And then I got a bunch of wilds here. So I'm gonna save those for a second to look at what I need. So Cassie accomplishes this one for me, so I'm good there. So I need to either focus on that one or this one, and in either case, oh, this one I can do. I really want to try to do that one. So I need more red. So I'm going to take, oh, I didn't fill up my red, so 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to just blow that one up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and then let's use some of my cards here to help out. 3. Okay, so we're going to choose this one after rolling the pup. Change 1 die to any face. Oh, that doesn't help. Yes, it does. We're going to change this one to
All right, I'm moving on to my
one
third.
of those. And that gives me a third one here.
I've used up both of these now.
And then we're going to play this card. After rolling a pup, mark 1 bark to this pup. So we're going to do that. This one, after rolling a pup, mark 1 bark. And this one, oh, we're not going to do that. We can roll an extra dice. So we're going to take a red dice, please. Can I have one more red? Okay.
Yep.
Big money. And we got a symbol. So that gives me a +1 here. Okay. Oh, and we need a name. We're going to name this one. Oh, actually, she's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're going to name her Scarlet. Okay, Steve, talk us through
2,
what you're
3.
doing.
So I'm just doing up my last pup. So I've got George so far with 15, Mel with 13, and an
Beautiful.
unnamed. So I'm just going through working from my top. So I've got 3 tail. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You actually have 4 tail there.
Oh, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you're right. 4 tail. Okay, and then I have, so ears is 1, 2, 3 ears.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3. Bark is 1, 2, 3 as well.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. And tail is 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, and I have an extra one. Ooh, let's go with an extra one of these guys.
Nice. And your friendliness for that pup?
It is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
And what are you going to name her?
And she is named Nora.
Nice.
She's super friendly.
Okay, so
Okay.
Nora. So my highest pup is 17,
Yeah, whatever.
which gives me the round.
No one cares.
And then for rewards, so we'll go through yours first. So your best pup.
Okay, so Nora with 4 tail,
3 tail.
3 tail.
Yep, excellent. Then
The
your next
next
one is Mel,
Mel.
who gives you 3
3
ears.
ears. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Excellent. And then we've got, they're all kind of the same, so you get 1 ear.
1.
Bark, yes, that's what I mean.
Bark.
And then for spots, they're all the same as
All
well,
same.
so 1 spot. Okay, so for myself, I've got Cassie and Scarlet. Cassie's my best tail, so I'll take 2 tail. Yup, that
Yeah,
never
she
gets
is.
old. And for ears, Scarlet's my best. I'll take 2 ears.
2 ears. Yep.
They're both the same on bark, so I'll take 3. And then Scarlet's my best for spots, so I'll take 3 there.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're done with our accomplishments. Did we accomplish anything?
I get 2 stars, by the way.
So I think you just get to choose the best one for those categories.
I upgraded, so you would think that you would get, if you finished
Maybe.
it,
You know what? I don't know. I'll give you
get-
2. I have to
if it makes a difference of me winning or not, then we can always
We'll
look at
see.
it at the
That's
end.
right. I don't think it's good enough. Okay, so and then accomplishments. Did you accomplish any of your goals?
Oh yes, so I did accomplish this one.
Okay, excellent. For myself, I've only got 2 pups, so I can only accomplish 2 goals. But I think this one. So Cassie, I think does 3, 2, 3, and 2. So she scores for that one. Scarlet, I think does 2, 2, 3, and 3. Scores for that one.
Nice.
Okay, so we're on to final scoring, which they've got a nice little dry erase sheet for that. Oh, no, we're not ready for final scoring. We've got our rewards here, so
Yeah, I gotta do
we
our
can do our upgrades.
Okay.
So I got lots of 3s, but I don't have 5s of anything. So I'll upgrade to take another fox pup. And when I'm upgrading that, I'm choosing a spotted one because I know it benefits that reward. So I'll put the 3 down. Get rid of those.
2.
That's all I can do.
I'll do 1, 2, 3 there.
Frustrating, eh?
Yeah, that sucks. If I had kept that one, I had that one card, but I used it, so it's all
Okay,
good.
so we're going to go to final scoring. So we're going to do Steve,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to do Les. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is score points for our studies. So I've got 2 in the right-hand column, so
Okay.
I get 20 points for my studies. Steve, what do you
I
got?
have the same.
Same. Okay. Next, we've got friendships. So, with our friendship bonus, so that's 1 point per red item on your board. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Steve, what do you got?
I have 3.
3. Then we're going to do rewards on our track here. So I've got 2.
Do both of yours.
Oh yeah, thanks. Actually, yeah, I appreciate that, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is 3 points per column. So I've got 2 columns,
Yep.
which would be another 6 points. So instead of 3, that actually gives me 10. Excellent. And then we're going to go to points unlocked on our board. So I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I have 7.
I think they should be the same.
3. Oh,
7
6.
as well, yeah. Or 8 as
8.
well.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, and then we're going to go for points here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points for me. And then Steve, you get 3 here. Then we're going to go for points for our stars. So every star is worth a point, and any research we have that we didn't spend, I think is worth a point as well. So I got that, so I get 2 points.
2. We'll check the rules after.
That sounds good. And then we get half a point for any leftover tokens that we have of any kind. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4 more points.
So I have 3 points.
3 points. Okay. So we got 20, 23, 31, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 for Steve. 30, 38, 48, 53, 54, 55, 59 for Les, if my math is correct. And even if it's not, there's enough of a gap
It's enough of a
that we
gap.
know who the winner was.
Yeah.
So,
Well done.
this is the Fox experiment,
Yeah.
made by Elizabeth Hargrove, the creator of Wingspan.
Yeah.
Steve, what did you think of the game?
Even though I lost, it's was really good. I like this.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to play this again.
And I will say the AI, not a fan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I played this with 3 people the first
Okay.
time I played it,
Yeah.
and I love it. It's neat seeing everyone's puppies back up there
Yeah.
to form the new next generation
Yeah.
of foxes.
Yeah.
The game, even though it took us a little while, a little bit of a learning game, it takes a
Sure.
little bit of time with the AI as well.
Yeah.
But once everyone knows what they're doing and you're doing all your pups simultaneously,
Yeah.
the game, whether you've got 2 players or
Yeah.
whether you've got 3 players or 6 players,
Yeah.
flows really, really quickly.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah, because everyone can be doing their thing at the same time, right? So.
and I like how Elizabeth, she said, she loves nature and
Mm-hmm.
she really likes doing things that aren't similar to other games. And, although there's some shared mechanics,
Sure.
Wingspan had engine building, it's a
Yeah.
big focus of it. But it was done in a unique way.
Mhm.
And this, I've never seen anything like this
No.
game before.
No, I've never.
Where you're breeding and taking the traits
Yeah.
of the parents and rolling dice, and it's neat.
Yeah, it's a winner for me. Like, it's really good. I love, and they got the color thing really well figured out because they've got nice symbols on everything, and they're not like they all look different. I love the mechanics. I love the little player board, little cheat sheet as well.
Now, you mentioned the player board.
Yeah.
So this is kind of something I got to talk about.
Okay.
Because
Hold up.
Yeah.
Give me half a second.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I really I love the looks of it. And so you said this was a Kickstarter?
This was a Kickstarter.
So all the extra Kickstarter, this is a good Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Like it's not one of those ones that that ripped you off.
I actually
And-
love that you mentioned that, because with a Kickstarter, what I want is the exact same game I could buy in retail, but with some upgraded components.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
everything they've done in this game with their components in the
Yeah.
upgraded Kickstarter edition is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
These gear tokens,
Those
they're
are
made
awesome.
of metal,
I
and
love
they're
those.
chunky.
Yeah.
There's weight to them.
Yeah.
Everything that you see here in plastic, all these little tiles in the non-Kickstarter edition are just little cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
All the components are upgraded huge.
Yeah.
Now, this is also where one of my complaints
Okay.
with the game actually is.
Sure.
Because
Oh no.
I bought,
Oh, no.
in addition to the Kickstarter version, they've got player mats for it.
Okay.
So there's one for the board,
Yeah.
and there's one for each of these. And normally I'm a huge fan of mats. It's
Yeah,
great
that's
to
awesome.
have
How come
mats.
we didn't use them?
Well, the reason I didn't use them is the colors in it seem a little more faded or washed.
Okay.
So I didn't think they'd show up as well on the camera. The
Yeah.
other thing is, because they're a little faded and washed, I find them actually a little harder to differentiate the the background between the pieces, the portions of it that you're using. Now
So,
that's
I disagree with you.
okay, but you're colorblind.
But sure,
okay.
but that would add, so it normally would add an extra element to that of where, okay, now I've got to really kind of try and figure out. I think that the colors in this are much more vibrant.
Okay, so, but you see things a little bit
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Now, there's one other piece or factor to this that adds. The mats are different. And I'll just put it next to the mat here.
Sure. Yeah.
There's some differences on the board.
Okay.
And-
yeah, they are.
What happened is the factory that made these didn't get the most recent revision of the player mat.
Okay.
So with this mat, it tells you, okay, you start off with a fox,
Yeah.
you start off with a research,
research,
and a dice.
Yeah.
So this has it on it, but they're in kind of different places.
Yeah.
Not a big deal, but the further down the track you get, up the points for some of them actually change a little bit. This one should net you 5 points,
Oh yeah.
but on this board it says it only nets you
All right,
4.
well, I liked it, but I don't anymore.
Now, and then the game board itself, because there is actually 2 game board mats that cover, whether you're playing
Sure.
with 1 to 3 players,
Oh,
or
okay.
whether or 1 to 4, whether you're playing with 5
Yeah.
or 6.
Yeah.
2 different mats, but same thing. To me, they look a little bit washed, but there's also typos and mistakes on the board as well. Now, if you know what those mistakes are, you can work with them.
Yeah.
But if you don't, it results in either you scoring not quite correctly or doing things a little bit wrong.
Okay. A
Initially-
disconnect from the manufacturer and the producer, right?
And initially, they actually said, "We know what's wrong. Just deal with it." And that didn't go over very well.
No, I'm sure it did not.
Now, by the time this releases, they've already issued a statement to apologize for that
Yeah.
and to basically say they're looking into options for it.
Okay.
They had really hoped they caught it before they shipped it, but once they ship it, the cost to reship everything is
for
pretty
sure.
expensive. So they're looking into whether there's going to be some sort of rebate for those that backed on Kickstarter. Because if you're paying premium for mats,
Yeah. No, exactly.
you really want them to be accurate
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and correct.
Yeah.
So by the time this airs, maybe that will have been
corrected.
resolved already.
Yeah.
But maybe it won't. And it's something that they're looking at, and it would be nice to to have fixed.
No,
But that's
exactly.
one of the things with backing Kickstarters, right?
Sure.
Sometimes sometimes there's
And I
issues
don't
with it.
like, as long as you play with one or the other,
Right.
right? Because then it's an even playing field. Then just go ahead. I don't think that would be like don't get this. Get it.
It's a
This is a
good
great
game.
game.
And I mentioned,
I love
they made Wingspan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wingspan I love. This game I like more than Wingspan. Once you know what you're doing, like it goes
Yeah.
quickly, and the breeding, the naming your people, that's a lot of fun, and it's timed. It's over 5 rounds. It's got a fixed end to
Exactly.
it. I really enjoy the Fox
Yeah.
experiment.
I really love this. I cannot wait to play this again.
Sweet.
It's really good. Yeah.
That's all. And if we can play with 3 or 4 or 5, 6 people, we'll
It
lose
goes
the
up to
AI.
6.
It goes up to 6 with the expansion. So the
Okay.
game's 1 to 4,
Yeah.
and then in the Kickstarter they had a
You have the extra
the
expansion.
5 or 6 player
That's
expansion
awesome.
for it. But
Yeah, and you don't get that very often. And again, I like the mechanics of you're not waiting for everybody to take their turn.
right.
You can play together simultaneously and then collect and then go from there. Yeah.
That's right. And it looks super crowded here because we had
It
to try to
does.
all fit it into frame.
Yeah.
But if you stick the board in the center of a
Yeah, if we
table
had
and
the whole
everyone's got
table,
their own
sure.
things spread off, it actually Like it feels roomy and not overcrowded.
Exactly.
There's room
Yeah.
for your dice.
Mhm.
So that's the game I chose for
Yeah.
you. Now with
What do
that,
you think about
you paired
the whiskey that I chose?
Two Brewers.
Yeah.
And what's the name of it again? The
Two Brewers. It's the lot or release 40 innovation.
Release 40 Innovation.
Yeah. Coffee.
The more time I've spent with it, the more I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Now I go back to that coffee thing in a liqueur or a flavor.
Yeah.
Isn't my go-to flavoring.
Mhm.
So I still go to, like, I don't think I would buy this bottle personally for myself.
Okay.
But if anyone offered it to me or
Well, then
shared it
you're not
with
having any more
me,
money.
then 100% I'm in on it. Like,
Yeah.
so actually I go back because I feel kind of mixed on it because I genuinely enjoy it.
Mhm.
It's just not my style.
Okay.
And I think with whiskeys, that's where things fall
Sure.
in a lot of cases
Yeah.
because everyone's got their favorites.
Yeah.
I know it's a personal pet peeve of mine where if you mention a popular name,
Yeah.
people are just like, oh, that's garbage, that's no good.
Yeah.
And that's not the case.
No.
There's a lot of, main brands that
Exactly.
make really good whiskey.
Yeah.
It's just personal preference. What do you enjoy?
No, exactly.
What you get in on. And I love Two Brothers. I really enjoy this. Every Two
They're
Brewers.
like brewers. They're like
they're brothers. The
I'm
brothers
sure
in
they
canoe,
are.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
But the Two Brewers. I love Two Brewers,
Mhm.
and I'm thoroughly enjoying this. It's
Yeah.
just not my, my go-to. But it's still enjoyable. And anytime you offer me some to share it, I'm gonna happily
100%.
accept it and get in on it.
Yeah, if someone offers you Two Brewers, take some. And I think again, it's that's the innovation releases for them. They know it's not your everyday sipper, your weekly. It's something that maybe once a month, or you're playing a game like this and you're like, hey, I want to try something a little different, a little unique. This is what you want to have.
And on the coffee front, they do it better than anyone else I've ever tasted, without a doubt.
Exactly.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I was a little worried that it was like, okay, we've poured some coffee into a whiskey barrel. That is not what they've done.
No.
Which almost is surprising because you really get that coffee, but it's more of the coffee beans that you've chomped down on, and it sits in your mouth, and it's awesome.
Maybe I'll change it too, because it is pretty darn good.
It is, yeah.
It is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this. And again, I think so we've had a few comments and people are like, well, why didn't you choose this or choose that to go along with it? I don't know what we're playing. Les gives me a theme.
Yep.
And like this time the theme was like innovation or adaptation, something like that, right? And I'm like, this is what I'm going with because that works.
I had winter in there as well.
That's true, yeah. And then Yukon, like, come on.
Yeah.
So bang on, we hit it out of the park again because of the pairing that we've done.
Yeah.
If you're gonna play, what's the game?
The Fox Experiment.
The Fox Experiment. Then you want a bottle of Two Brewers coffee experiment.
Absolutely.
Basically, yeah.
Well, thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah.
Please do all of the things. Please subscribe. It really means so much to us. Give us a thumbs up and like. Comment. We love to engage.
Yeah.
We respond to every single comment that's made on our channel.
We do.
So please do that. We genuinely appreciate it. It helps with the analytics and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And it's pushed us to do better cameras. It's pushed us to do better audio. And so hopefully everyone that you see will be just that little bit better. And thanks again. Really appreciate you watching.
Thank you. Well, I'm Les.
And I'm Steve.
This is Tabletop Tastings.
It's the perfect pairing of board games and whiskey tasting.
Have a great day.
Yeah.